Austin and a flock P. Yeah. Or flock P, whatever it is. Okay, Wichita State is on its way. Shockers will have head coach Greg Marshall, senior Marcus McDuffie, freshman Dexter Dennis here on the podium. They'll be followed by Temple, who will have coach Fran Dunphy, senior Shiz Austin Jr., and senior Ernest DeFlockby. Wichita State advances in the bracket to face number 2 seeded Cincinnati. That game will be at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, televised on ESPN2. Wichita State becomes the 5th number 6 seed in 6 years to reach the semifinal round of the American Championship. So the 4 semifinalists will be the number 1, number 2, number 5, and number 6 seeds. And Wichita State is here. Coach, welcome back. All right. Gentlemen, welcome back. We're joined by Coach Greg Marshall. We'll have senior Marcus McDuffie, freshman Dexter Dennis. Coach, if you would begin with an opening statement, then we'll open up for questions, please.
That was a great college basketball game against 2 very similar teams. Before I start talking about our team, I want to talk about Temple, and my hope is that they're going to get in. I've been hoping and really prayerful that they will get in all along. See, they beat us back in early January, and we kind of gave them the game. They made the plays that they needed to make, obviously, but we were so sloppy with the basketball with an 11-point lead and a little over 3 minutes to go, and it looked like it was headed that way tonight. But I really want to say that I hope they get in. I think they're deserving to get in. That's a quality team. It's really, really hard to guard. Our guys just to my left and other guys in that locker room were tremendous tonight. Marcus McDuffie was playing like a man possessed, shooting the basketball, getting to the free throw line, and offensive rebounding like crazy. And Dexter Dennis offensively and on the glass was tremendous in the second half. So it was a team effort, but we certainly had some wonderful performances by these gentlemen to my left.
I'll take questions for Coach of the student athletes. Raise your hand, please. We'll get a microphone out to you. Over here on the left, please.
Coach, in that first half, Shiz Austin was on fire. What were the adjustments you made at halftime to kind of shut him down in the second half?
Well, my staff just said, look, he's on fire. He had 18 at the half. Samaje was playing some pretty good defense, but he's one of those players in this league like Marcus McDuffie and Jalen Adams and Jerron Cumberland and Corey Davis that can make shots and make plays even when well guarded. So we elected to try to eliminate his touches. If we couldn't eliminate him, we wanted to minimize them. And Samaje Haynes-Jones did a wonderful job, and everything was based on forcing him to his left hand. He's elite going to his right.
Other questions for Corey?
Marcus, it's been quite a turnaround from the first half of the season to the second half of the season. How do you explain your guys' uptick in play?
It's just working hard every day in practice, you know, and like Coach always says, we always want to play better going into, you know, March, you know, February and March, just the second half of the year, you know, and I knew this team was going to improve because, you know, ever since I've been here, we've always gotten better and better towards the end of the year, and that's just because of the hard work we put in and just the focus we have and the willing to go an extra mile.
Back over here to the left, please.
Here's a question for both players. Seeing how that game ended back in January with the loss, what were your thoughts tonight when the game got within 2 down the stretch?
What run through my mind was we can't get this one away too. You know, that game back in January, I think in the last 3-4 minutes we had like 3 or 4 empty possessions, a lot of just unforced turnovers. So I feel like this game we kind of kept our poise and just finished this game.
It definitely got a little shaky towards the end, but I've you know, been with this basketball team and I've seen the improvement, you know, and as a group we've been getting better so much, and that was the second game of the conference, you know, and we've got extremely much better than that. So I knew we was going to win the game, you know, it was just us, you know, being smart.
Other questions? Coach, before we let you go, can we get your thoughts on the matchup with Cincinnati tomorrow?
Well, they got us at our place. We didn't play very well, and you know there were some other extenuating circumstances which I will not get into. They kicked us at their place. They're a great team, tremendous athletes. They have a tremendous defense, and we'll have to play much better than we played the first 2 times to win.
Wichita State, thank you. Okay, Temple is on its way. Again, we'll have Coach Fran Dunphy, senior Shiz Alston Jr., senior Ernest Aflakpi. Okay, Temple is here. Again, Coach Fran Dunphy, senior Shiz Alston Jr., senior Ernest Aflakpi. Okay, our format again will be we'll take an opening statement from Coach Dunphy, then we'll open up to questions for Coach and the student athletes. Coach, could your thoughts on the game, please?
Hard fought, of course. I thought McDuffie made a couple of huge plays in the game, not the least of which was I thought we had a run out late, and he just got himself back into the play and made little plays like that. Obviously, he also made some big shots. I think we fouled him twice on jump shots that cost us a number of points as well. But so I give them great credit, give McDuffie great credit. I appreciate how our guys fought till the end, and we've had a lot of really close victories. Just hoping that at the end of this one we would make it another one today, but didn't happen.
We'll take questions for Coach and the student athletes. Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you, please. Start over here in the middle.
Coach, since Wichita has joined the conference, it's been 5 points decided on average every time you guys play Wichita State. What is it about them that makes it such a tough matchup every time you guys play?
Well, they're very well coached. They have good talent, and they were probably a little different team than the one we played a couple months ago in our second league game. A little more poised, a little more understanding of who they all are. I think Greg does an unbelievable job, and as evidenced by today, and as evidenced by, I think they're 11 out of their last 13. So they're really coming on. So it's a good team, really well coached, and a very good basketball team. And yes, we have had a number of very close games with them.
Go in front to Mark. Sean, go ahead.
Shiz, you know, I think there were about 25 fouls called in the second half. At some point, was it frustration? You got that T.
Yeah, I got a little frustrated, but as a leader, I just got to keep my head in those situations. But yeah, I got a little frustrated.
In front here to Mark, please.
Shiz, still 23 wins, third seed in this tournament. What is your level of confidence about hearing your name on Selection Sunday?
I mean, at this point, I don't know, man. We're just hoping for the best. I mean, like Coach said, I felt like we did enough to get in, but you never know in these situations, so we just sitting and watching and hoping.
Questions? Back to Corey over here.
Coach, can you just briefly touch on the impact that Shiz will have left on the program?
That would take me a long period of time, to be honest with you, but he's a tremendous guy, great player. I don't know where we would have been without him all year long. I think or last 4 years, he's been a terrific guy to coach, and we will continue to play basketball together over the next couple of weeks, I hope. But I'm grateful for having the opportunity to have coached him. It's been a treat.
We got another one in the middle here.
Shiz, were you aware that you tied Mark Macon tonight for made threes in the program?
Nah, I wasn't. I was just trying to win. Didn't really know that.
Again to Mark in front, please. Right here in front. Thanks. Okay.
Fran, can you comment on Ernest's game? He had a career high in rebounds tonight.
Yeah, he was terrific, Ern, I thought. And we mentioned it in the locker room after the game. I don't know what else Ern could have done. In addition to the 19 rebounds and the 16 points, he had a terrific block that I thought would change our fate as well in that first half. And we did go out. I think we got a decent lead, and then we lost it a little bit toward the end of the half. And then Shiz rescued us with a great three at the end of the half. But I thought Ern was terrific all game long, and very proud of him.
Back to Sean.
Ern, you know, you guys came out at the beginning of the game. You scored, you forced a turnover, you scored, you forced another turnover. When you guys missed, it seemed like you had every rebound. What is it that, you know, you started so strong? Was there any loss of, you know, what along the way changed what was like a real fast start on both ends?
I just thought we started off pretty well, as you mentioned. I just thought in some spurts of the game we just lost focus. I think we should have like worked hard and then keep boxing out. I think that was one of the main things that hurt us tonight. So and the coaches have been preaching that every day. If we rebound, box out, and give them only one possession, we'll be good. And it's just more of losing focus during the game than it is anything else.
One or two more. Deshaun.
Fran, when you just look at the numbers, is there anything you immediately think you could have done differently just in terms of McDuffie and Dennis, how much they hurt you?
Yeah, we left Dennis in a corner one time in the second half. We helped off the strong side corner, which we talked about. Also, you know, the offensive rebounds hurt us again. That probably was as big a detriment to us as anything. We also turned it too many times in that second half. We got a little careless with the basketball. But I think, again, and fouling McDuffie a couple times when he was shooting a jumper that we didn't need to do. I thought they had a number of shots that were going to be tough for them to finish, and we sort of bailed them out with fouls. And then again, they shoot 22 for 24, which is pretty impressive.
Final question in the back.
And for Shiz, you talked about how you don't know if you're in the tournament or not, but can you describe what the next 40 or so hours are going to be like? Is it going to be hard to wait for the selection show on Sunday?
I mean, not really. It's nothing we can really do now. Just going to get together as a team and, you know, enjoy the moments together with the family. But it's nothing we can really do now. Just sit and wait.
Temple, thank you.
Thanks.